I think you guys just do a great job, and it makes being up here just that much more enjoyable, that much more fun. So, yeah, I don't think there is one that we're like, ugh. And if there is, we'll freaking tell you. I'm not answering that one. Next.
Julie, thank you so much.
But haven't had to do that, so thank you so much.
Welcome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for being here.
Megan, you are a ray of shining light right into our faces. You don't see those giant ass lights?
She had her iPhone flashlight on. I'm like, can you see us okay?
Over here. Hi.
But I do have a question.
Okay.
So,
No, you're great.
I'm like, you have the complexion of an iPhone flashlight, right?
I take this compliment. But, so the first time I watched the show, I was mistaken and thought Jensen was really short. And
Mistaken about what?
I know, I'm sorry, Jensen. But finally, after a couple seasons, I was like, oh, how tall is he? And then I realized Jared's just really tall.
Oddly tall.
Yeah.
Oddly tall. Yeah, and then I go to another show where I play an older brother, and it's Justin Hartley, who's like 6'4", and I'm like, well, this is ridiculous. And now I'm on a new show, and one of the actors I'm working with, who's like kind of my partner, so to speak, is he's 6'6", like 265 rugby player, and I look tiny. I look like a little baby boy, and I'm getting sick of it.
To your point, funny enough, season 1 of Supernatural, when it started airing, my friend was coming up to visit, flying from LA to Vancouver, and sitting down, talking to who she's sitting next to. I was like, what are you doing up in Vancouver? Oh, I'm visiting my boyfriend. He's like, oh, cool. Is he like a Canadian? She said, no, he's on a TV show. Oh, what TV show? It's called Supernatural, just came out. I was like, oh, yeah, I've seen it. I like it. Is he the short one or the one from Seventh Heaven? And she goes, well, neither of them are short, but I guess the one from Seventh Heaven. He's like, cool. So, but yes, Jensen, not short. Anyways, carry on.
Yes, so one of the question was that is there something you often see about yourself online that's either like just not correct or something about you that you wish more people knew about?
That became a really sweet, thoughtful question all of a sudden. That's a good question. Nothing appearance-wise.
I'm not that nice.
Yeah, we're not that nice.
I'm not that nice. Okay, all right, that's not true. Damn it. I am not. Ask my wife. I am not a good liar. That's one thing. I'm not a good liar.
That's right, yeah.
Just because I have an acting career does not make me a good liar in real life.
Right.
You think I would be better? I am not.
The funny thing is that very rarely have I ever lied on camera. I've told just somebody else's truth. There are times when Sam lied, or there are times when Cordell Walker lied, or Bean. There are times when they lie on camera, but the majority of the time, they're telling the truth. And, whatever you see for 30 seconds on camera, I've read for 30 hours to prepare how to tell that person's truth in that scene. Not 30 hours, but certainly hours and hours. Yeah, I don't think I'm a good liar.
I know I'm not, because I'm like, Danielle just sees right through it. She's like, did you do the thing I asked you to do? I'm like,
Did I? That's a hell of a question.
Yeah, I took care of that. Yeah, what was it? This is the thing. I did the thing. I got the thing. It's fine. It's done. She's like, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Yes, I do. It was the...
It's off the list.
It's fine. Just check it. Don't even have to worry about it. You don't have to. She's like, I already did it. And I'm like... She's like, you're awful.
No, I was done. I went to go do it, and I noticed it was done. So
Yeah.
I thought I must have done it.
There's like this video of this guy. He's like, if you put, he's like, have you seen? He's like, it's magic. If I put my laundry in this thing, the next day it's clean and in my closet. It's this magical thing. And she's like, yeah, is that right? Tell me about it. I feel like that's what that is.
Thank you so much for your question.
Thank you. Sorry about the flash.
No, I love it. I love it. Hi.
Hi, my name is Esther. Well, first I just want to say Supernatural pilot aired on my 12th birthday.
Everybody's doing math right now.
Well, happy late birthday, because your birthday was what, a week ago?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm 31. So my question is...
Wow.
I got there. That was it. That's what I was. Yep.
So my question was, obviously Supernatural is a huge fandom and a huge family, but were there any TV shows or maybe fandoms that were influential to you growing up, both of you?
Home Improvement. Darkwing Duck. Garfield, James Bond, Star Wars. What? No, nothing for me. You?
No, apparently not. No, but were you, I mean, you never, and I don't feel like this was as, when we were growing up, these kinds of things didn't exist to the extent that they do today. No, there was no, there's no internet, we had to, there were wagons. It was a long time ago. And no, I don't feel like the communities like this just didn't exist when we grew up. I was certainly fans of shows, I mean, Airwolf, come on. Right? So good. But there wasn't this kind of a community that existed like they do today, and I don't know that if they did today, like what it would have been like back then. But I wish there were. I'm glad they exist now because now we get to hang out and talk.
Hi, I'm Grace.
Hi.
I have awful anxiety and depression, and I just wanted to have help, like some advice. How do you guys get through it?
Thank you for sharing. I seek professional help. I do, like our friend Nick. I accept love from those around me when they have it to give. I try and just let hatred or bullying bounce off my shoulders as best as I can. But I'm very proudly in therapy. I have 2 sessions this week because I haven't seen my doctor in a little bit. I'm in Vancouver. But yeah, I try and find somebody who's professional and non-biased to talk to and realize how funny the human condition is. Yeah.
Well, I think you've already taken a big step in admitting it, knowing it, and even being able to say it to a crowd of people. So, good for you. But with anything that like that, if it's an injury, a sports injury, or whatever it is, you would do things to fix that, right? So do things. Like he said, that's acknowledging it is the first step. Coming up with a game plan to help you out is the second one. So.
Yeah, you're not alone. There are resources, and they have your back. We all love you, but you got it. Keep sharing. Thanks for being here.
And know it's a journey. It's not something that just gets fixed. It's a journey. So,
Thanks, Darryl.
yeah.
Hi, I told Jensen earlier that I wanted to see him as Batman. I was wondering, what are some dream roles that you guys have always wanted to play?
That's a great question.
Batman. James Bond. Indiana Jones. And a Jedi.
Yeah, I think I like something in Star Wars. I don't know what.
An AT-AT.
An AT-AT.
Amazing.
That or Jabba the Hutt. Yes, just come. I mean, yeah, I think it'd be fun to Boba Fett. Yeah, something in Star Wars. I don't know what. Yeah. What about you? Do you act? What would you want to
I
play?
don't act,
But if you did,
if I could be anyone, I'd like to be a superhero.
yeah, which one?
Probably Flash.
Just flash this thing. Just kidding. Sorry. All right.
The Flash, not A-Train.
Thanks, brother. Yeah, we'll keep an eye out. Cheers. Hi.
Hi, I'm Carol, and this question I'm going to ask you is not really for me, so it's not that we're supernatural, though I love you guys and watch you all the time. This has to do, especially if you've got kids and you know,
We do.
anime, okay? See Ben 10 and Dragon Ball Z. Would you, Jared, or you, Jensen, if they played a live-action movie, be Ben 10 or Goku, Dragon Ball Z?
I'd be Ren 1010. I mean, he's, he's just a strong canine character.
True. And I think I'd be the ballsy one.
I'm not overly familiar with a lot of anime, so I can't give you a proper answer.
You could be All Might!
So what? I could be online?
All Might!
Don't look up online anime.
So I could be all night?
All Might!
I could be all night. I'm so sorry. You stumped us.
I'm ballsy, he's Ren 10.
Remember that question we hope nobody would ask us?
Here we go.
Anything related to anime?
Hi. Sorry. Welcome. Beat that.
My name is Laura.
Hi, Laura.
So my birthday was on Friday.
Happy late birthday.
Thank you. My question is, we didn't see or learn much about how Sam and Dean spent their birthdays before the show.
That's a statement. I'm teasing. It's her birthday. I'm sorry.
And we did learn wasn't always nice things. My question is, if we got to see scenes or dedicated episodes to how they would spend their birthdays, what would that look like? What would you want from
arcade. I think Dean in like an old school arcade would have just been awesome. I can see him like waiting behind some kid who's playing the game he wants to play. You can imagine. And also, just, I mean, I think Dean would just kill the Dance Dance Revolution. I think
Reboot. I think Sam would probably read or like sit outside and make salad or something. Yeah, I think it's funny. I think Sam and Dean had a relationship a lot like I have with a lot of my buddies, where it's like, oh yeah, I wrote that. Like, oh, thanks, dude. And then you carry on. I think Sam would research some old lore and translate. I know he's a real bore, real party pooper. A PowerPoint party pooper. Sam would have a PowerPoint party.
if you don't know what that is, good for you.
Enjoy it while you can. But if you want to learn about like the Shackleton expedition or like Lewis and Clark, like old school explorers, I have a friend for you. That's what she does. Her PowerPoints are like on explorers. Thank you so much, and sorry again. Cheers.
Thank you.
How are you?
Hi, how are you? I'm here with my amazing mom. She's right over there.
Hey, Mom.
She and I have a question for you, a little bit about hypothetical, like the last one. So, season 16.
I haven't watched it yet, don't ruin it. Spoiler alert.
Jack notices that Sam and Dean are not entirely happy in heaven. And so he decides he's going to send both of them down to earth as angels. What do you guys do?
What does Sam and Dean do?
Yes.
He swims up the creek. Tries to not get eaten by a bear. Sam and Dean, you know the fish. Hey, what kind of angels are we? Are we like junkless angels? Because that changes.
No!
I think apparently everyone's celibate in heaven, so I think they kind of like do some stuff. Sorry, Mom. Jensen. Not junkless.
We're not junkless? That's an important detail. Dean would just go around just like touching people's foreheads. Be like, hey Sam, what's it? You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. Oh, it's so easy.
Just lying here or there.
Oh yeah. What do we do? I don't know. But tune in to season 16 to find out.
Thank you, Mom. Hi.
Hi, I'm Dawn from Warren, Michigan. In season 5, episode Dark Side of the Moon, Sam and Dean found out that they were soulmates, and it was never really addressed after that. So what did they think when they found that out?
I think they knew. I think it's pretty obvious that Sam and Dean could do things together that they couldn't do without each other. You know what I mean? So everybody has their own definition of religion or God or soulmates or whatever. And I think it's pretty obvious that these Sam and Dean were meant to kind of work together, and the world was a better place with them working together. And so I think they were like, okay, we found out weirder shit. let's keep on going. That's what I think. 10 more seasons.
Yeah, I guess I was that, okay, well, I guess we are codependent. No, I think Jared hit it on the head. I think that's exactly right. I think it was, they knew it, and now it being presented to them as actual truth, I think that just made sense. They're like, okay, well, then we're doing what we should be doing, and we're doing it the way we should be doing it, which is together.
Yeah, you know what's really funny to your question? My wife, she sent me a screen capture like 2 days ago. I was in Vancouver, so a couple days ago. And she was on like an astrology app or something where you input a name, their birthday, where they were born, what time they were born, et cetera, et cetera. And she put in, sorry, I lost my voice. And she put in our two sons, Tom and Shep. And they have, like, they're essentially soulmates. Like, it's like they have a deeper connection as they've known each other for many lifetimes. And so I was like, how cool. Like, I like it. And you see, like, they always want to sleep in the same room. And they always, like, they have a secret language with each other. They laugh at mom and dad, and they always want to go play. And so I think they're soulmates. But that's awesome. I love it. Yeah. Thank you, Don. Cheers.
So bad.
Better. Look at that. Thank you, Jensen Ackles. Hi.
Hi, how are y'all?
Good, how are you?
My name's Flora, Tennessee. I'm here celebrating my daughter's birthday, and I was just going to see what your usual birthday plans are, like you celebrate, like with your family.
For us or for our kids? Oh, I mean...
Can I do something real fast?
Oh, please.
I'm sorry. I'm not allowed to do this in real life, so I'm gonna try it out. Wait. You must be from Nashville, because you're the only 10 I saw. Still got it, don't I?
I think after you get to a certain age, it's the birthday things are a little less and less, unless it's a big one, kind of a thing. And then you do something to celebrate. But I don't know. For me, I'm not one to try to do something like, oh, well, it's my birthday week. Like, what? When did it become a week? No, you get a day.
What did you do?
You get a day.
What did you do for your 50th? Can you remember that far back? To his point, I agree. Jen asks me every year, like, hey, what do you want for your birthday? Like, do you want people over? Do you want to be alone? Do you want a date night? And like, what do you want? And I'm like, a nap. Legit, a nap. And I'll say this, and this is really funny. I was very fortunate. I think from my 18th birthday, I was working with Gilmore Girls when I turned 18. I worked every single birthday until I think like season 4 of Supernatural or something. And season 1 of Supernatural, we were in Vancouver. We were shooting with Nego up by the Britannia mines on the way to Whistler. And there was no there was internet, but everybody had like flip phones or a Motorola Razr with old school Nokia things. And I didn't mention it. It's another work day, like whatever. And some dude who I shot the pilot with knew it was my birthday and didn't tell me that he told a bunch of people, but had them build me a cake and so during lunch. They're like saying me happy birthday on set. It was like, it was cool. But beyond that, I'm sort of like, I'm used to working, or like it's been Comic-Con a bunch of times in the past. So yeah, I took a nap.
I I just heard this thing recently. I don't know if it's true or not, but there was something. Somebody said that by celebrating your birthday every year, that you neurologically get older faster than if you don't actually acknowledge, like, graduating from year to year. Like, it's just all like it does something psychologically that you actually.
That's called ostrich syndrome. If you just keep your head in the dirt. That's how my 6-year-old plays hide and go seek. I can't see you, you can't see me. That wouldn't make sense.
But like, seriously, like I've met some people who, like, start talking about age. We'll be like, how old are you? They'll be like, I don't know. I kind of stopped counting after a certain. You seriously don't know? They're like, yeah, I can probably figure it out. But there's something to that, apparently, that by celebrating it and by marking it, that it does increase kind of your aging process. I don't know. Again, I don't know if that's true or not. I just heard it. So yeah, I haven't celebrated a birthday since last year.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
I also think about something else. I feel like it's not fair to be like, somebody asks how old you are, and you say, you always tell them the last birthday you had, right?
You're actually.
But you're in your next year. So it's like, like my daughter's in 6th grade right now. If I ask her, what grade are you? She doesn't say 5th. She says 6th, because that's what grade she's in. I feel like we're lying to ourselves. That we're not that old. We're older than that. That's just as many years as that we've completed. We are now in the next year of our life.
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny?
I'm sorry. I've had time to sit and think by myself recently, which is clearly not a good thing.
It's like flying a lot. But to your point, thinking about the way we did Supernatural, it wasn't like we went out and celebrated every episode. Like, there would be times where we'd go we'd be episode 7 of the season, like, oh yeah, dude, we're on episode 8. Like, not even, like, we're just, see you tomorrow, okay, see you Monday. We weren't like, dude, an episode now. That means it's first season plus second season. So we just kept working.
That's why, like, people were like, hey, what episode was, and I don't, because it was 9 months of one episode for me, because there was never that kind of hard end.
It was like 100, 200, 300 maybe, but
right. Yeah. But all of the episodes, it was just there was no stoppage. It went from one episode, the next day we were on another episode, and it was just so.
Then we were in a barn. There was rebar.
Yeah. It's
too soon. We just talked about the Junk Angels thing for next season. We're still in the rebar.
Anyway,
we're this way.
Yeah. Hi. Sorry.
Friends and family, SPN, meet Jared. Hey, somebody please make sure you're recording this and you upload it to YouTube, because he's phone free since he's on stage, but I want to make sure he remembers his phone. My friend has the best name on the planet. I'll let you guess what it is.
Richard.
Jensen.
Jared.
Jared. Let's give him Jared. Brother, where are you from?
I'm right here in Virginia.
So what we do is, for the last question of the
Excuse me, Mark.
That's Mark. Let's hear it for Mark. So what's your question?
All right, so actually, have everybody else up here. I have a film question for you guys.
A film question?
Yes.
Okay.
So maybe the last couple of decades, I feel like maybe writing has sort of changes, or in terms of like character development, where your
In
protagonists...
general.
In general, yeah.
Yeah.
Where your protagonists aren't always like true justice, or your antagonists aren't always like pure evil. And I feel like Supernatural was kind of like a big example of that. And every character sort of finds their own line of morality subjective to them, like in real life. Is that a trend you guys have noticed?
I think it's a wonderful assessment.
Yeah, it's a great observation.
Yeah.
I don't think you're wrong. I think that there's, I do think that storytelling in modern time has gotten much more complex, and with that comes much more complex characters. So you don't just have the good guy and the bad guy. The bad guy might try to be good, but is always bad. And your good guys might have some bad tendencies, some evil, but I think with that, again, I think with that comes more complex story, comes obviously more complex characters, and I think that that's probably the product of the evolution of just writers getting more savvy and storytelling getting more rich.
And audiences.
And audiences also getting more savvy.
For many
what they
years,
want.
Jimmy Stewart is always good. Christopher Lee is always bad. Exactly. The classical, like, Penguin is bad, but everybody's the hero of their own story, and I think one of the byproducts... one of the byproducts, I think, of an accidental possibly, of being in a global place where we know so much more about everybody, and good people do bad things, and bad people do good things. And I think it's become a more interesting story for viewing audiences. They're much more savvy than they used to be. I think that's a great observation, dude. Well done. Jared, thanks, man.
And that was it. It was a cruise, Jared.